this episode of The Excursion, I continue a 4-part journey through Destin-Fort Walton Beach, Florida, where I'll be challenged with golfing, oyster shucking, and hunting the invasive golden lionfish along the reefs in this crystal clear water. And if I succeed, it's a thrilling angling adventure with Destin's own Captain Brandy. But if I fail, it's the crew that gets to partake in this aquatic adventure. Let's get started. In our last episode, we explored the stunning adventure-filled paradise of Okaloosa Island and Fort Walton Beach. Then took on the crew and a few new military friends in a beach sand volleyball showdown. Experienced kite skating for the first time ever with the engineers of XL Kites, and was rewarded with a crew-filled dining experience at the Gulf on Okaloosa Island.
You gonna eat both of those? That looks good.
And lucky for the crew and me, our home base for this Destin-Fort Walton Beach excursion is a special one, right on the beach. Taking care of families and beachgoers since 1966, this gem of a hotel, once known as the Ramada, has been remodeled and rebranded as the Island Hotel by RL. We've had a chance to experience the many amenities this home base has to offer, from the nighttime beachside bar with ear-pleasing tunes and a little back patio cornhole, which has had its amazing moments as well. So being rewarded before this round of the excursion adventure even starts has me fired up to take on more. Our first excursion challenge takes us to the beautiful Regatta Bay Golf and Yacht Club in their recently enhanced 18-hole spectacular. This breathtaking piece of property, located right along the Choctawhatchee Bay, was named one of Golf Digest's top places to play in North America. So I can only hope I do it justice. Time to team up with my new friend Tom, step up, and start swinging.
Each hole is different. From holes 1 through 18, each one of them has its own character, its own unique way that you need to play it. We're considered ourselves semi-public. We're kind of a resort course, so if you want to come out and play Regatta Bay, everybody's welcome.
The traps, they make me think of Destin. You got the white sand, soft sand. That kind of matches the feel of this whole area.
It does. Obviously the white sand, it matches what you have out there on the Gulf of Mexico. Another thing that sets us apart that no other golf course in the area have is we have what's called a Durabunker, or over in Europe they call it revetted bunkers. And what it is it's the stacked bunkers. It's really good for aesthetically pleasing. It keeps washouts from happening. It also makes the course a little bit more difficult. We're on hole number 5. We've got a Durabunker that's 15 feet high. So when you're in that thing, it's no easy task to get out. But again, this is just another thing that sets Regatta Bay apart and makes us one of a kind down here in Destin.
What hole are we on? This looks pretty intimidating, I gotta say.
Yeah, we're out here on hole number 17. This is one of our holes that we just redesigned. We tried to make it a drivable par 4 like out at Riviera. This hole is 100% risk reward. That being said, even the layup isn't easy. That's why myself, some of the other members, and some of the other pros, we just come out here, we pull out the big stick and we go for it.
Oh, that's what you wanted, right?
Cutting right over that bunker.
Yeah.
Cleared it and just in front of the green.
Oh, beautiful.
There you go.
Get there. All right, Tom. Made it over, barely. Okay. Not the drive of my life.
You're safe, so.
You made it.
I was able to get it on the green, but the term I use to describe this green is diabolical.
Pushed it a little. Am I in the sand or just to the right of it?
You're just beyond it. You might actually have a good angle to come up from the backside so you can avoid that sand. Not bad. As you can see, the word I used was diabolical to describe this green. Now you understand. So we've got almost 4 different levels to this green, and we've got a back pin location. So a 2-putt here would be great. A 1-putt would be amazing.
Go ball. Go ball. That's a beautiful putt though. it there, ball.
Oh, just pulled it. So,
Diabolical.
yeah, even though I was on, I had a good putt, left myself a little tricky downhiller. I'll be able to walk on up there and tap that in for par. You can play a golf hole two completely different ways and still end up with the same score. Look. Ah, well. This is a great short par 4, one of the good redesign holes that we did out here that we really turned out well and that we're happy with.
My gosh. Could I have a 5-second lesson?
Some achievements will never end up on a report card. What if kids could be their own action figures?
From produce to people, the best things are grown and raised in Georgia. Even in tough times, we come together, work hard, and grow strong. When you purchase Georgia-grown products, you support farmers, families, and this proud state we call home. Together, we will keep Georgia growing.
This is Ted's territory. A place where things are inspired by the big sky spirit. And where you'll know, after your first bite, that it's something you'll find only at Ted's. Ted's Montana Grill.
You're invited to a place that encourages you to get a little out there, where it's impossible to stand on the sidelines, because there are none. A place where you don't get out of your comfort zone. You just make it bigger.
Oh, Destin. We've explored these shores before and are thrilled to return and keep this excursion rolling in beautiful fashion. After a golfing experience on the Regatta Bay golf course with a few great swings and other swings, it's time to step into one of Destin's most loved and unique dockside eateries, the Boathouse Oyster Bar. Good food and good times are a guarantee. This place has been winning oyster and gumbo awards for over 30 years, and I can see why. However, the crew isn't going to let me just relax, drink some beverages, and enjoy the atmosphere. Oh no, they're putting me to work with a little challenge. Shuck 'em and suck 'em, boys. Let's hit the raw bar.
Oyster shucking. This is the place to be. Tell me why you love the Boathouse.
Mainly the history, but it's always, I'm from Louisiana, and this is really a very humble place to be, big family. Everyone that works here, we're a very tight-knit group.
I bet it gets pretty crazy on the weekends.
Yes.
All right.
Memories are definitely made.
Yeah. Oysters and drinks, do they go well together?
Pretty awesome.
This job. It's got to be pretty fun. You have to have speed, right?
A little bit of speed, but a lot of stable hands, so you don't want to lose one, you know? Oh, that's going to be a little effective.
Okay. How do you like your oysters?
I like them raw, preferably on a half shell.
You know, Tom over here, one of the crew guys, never had oysters. What do you have to say to him?
New day for something.
New day
for
All right,
something,
we'll get
yeah.
to that in a little bit.
All right.
Now, first off, hold your hands out. Let me see them. You don't have any big scars or anything like that? They're
No,
working
sir.
man hands, I can tell.
Yeah, no
They're
scars.
softer.
I mean, I definitely had a couple blemishes back in the day, but I think...
Okay, tell me how this works.
All right, first thing, glove up. I got you best friend right here, though.
Okay.
Now, you just dig in, you find your victim. All right, you can see this guy right here, the butt.
That's the butt.
You want to see the
butt.
Yeah, they're pretty big sometimes too. You know, give it a little tap if you want to. That's just letting you know the oyster's good to go. You want to go dig in,
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
and then you're gonna slip. And pop that butt.
Oh, wait. What was
There we
that?
go.
What was that?
There we go.
Okay.
And watch, use your knife and just wiggle up the butt. And then you're just gonna go like that. Well, look, you already did a clean shuck right there and you didn't even know it.
Thank you. I thought I messed up. All right.
Let's get this little wipe and off the bottom. Take off that last muscle. And it's ready for the tray.
Look at that. All
Yep.
right. For the tray, or do I just eat it?
You can eat it. How was that?
Salty.
Heck yeah,
Oh, that's
man.
awesome. There's not a top and bottom, right? Hey, I got better this time.
There you go. Take it right out the shell, put it on their cracker or whatever they prefer to eat it.
That was really good straight.
Right? They're
All right.
really good.
So this show is all about challenges, right?
Okay.
And now that I'm a professional, how many can you do in a minute, you think?
10. We'll go 10. I don't want to
10.
give myself too much of a...
Are you ready to give this a go? You want your knife?
Okay.
I
I'll
want to
give
see
it
how many you can do in a minute.
in a minute.
And
All right.
And then I'm gonna go, and then we have
Let's
another little
see.
challenge involved.
All right.
All right, Brandon. Here we go. He's got 1 minute, folks. On your mark. Get set. Go.
All right.
He's calm. Might be panicking right now.
Well, I'm panicking. You just can't see it.
Nice. All right. So I'm gonna try this. And I got some crew guys here, and they talk a big game about shucking oysters.
Oh, really?
Especially the one that's never had them. But I'm gonna see how many I can do in a minute,
Okay.
and then they're gonna give it a go also.
All right.
But they've had no experience. Ready, guys? All right, on your mark, get set. Trouble.
He said, uh-oh.
Trouble.
There we go. Come on now. There we go.
Okay.
It's not going to be a shutout. Come on, let's get that 3.
Come on, baby.
Let's get that 3.
Yes.
There we go. Clean shot. Clean
Thank
shot.
you. Buzz. 3. 3. Did it. Flawless.
yeah.
Definitely gonna have to speed that up. All right, fellas, you're on. Red team and the black team.
Good.
All right.
Okay, ready, guys?
Yep.
On your mark, get set, go.
Wiggle, push, and twist.
40 seconds in.
What? 40 seconds in?
Time flies when you're having fun.
There you go. You got one, brother. No shutout.
We got one.
I can come back.
5, 4, 3, 2, 2.5, 1. He got one.
I got one.
I kind of cheated.
3. Is that the top shell?
No, I did 3.
There's some oyster on there. Oh, Tom, I see a nice oyster there. You've never had an oyster, right?
No.
Are you willing to try now that
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay, all right.
Make sure you clean it off the bottom so it'll slurp right off.
Okay.
They have other things on the menu also.
We have mac and cheese.
Slurp it.
That face though.
Swallow.
That face though.
Woo!
Heck yeah, bro.
What do you think? He loves the boathouse. Yes.
Tastes like a salty pickle.
Yeah. Okay. You like that, Brandon?
I mean, that's the first I've ever heard that, but
Home
yeah,
of the
I like
salty
it. I
pickles.
like it.
Yes.
Oh,
Hey guys, well done.
Heck yeah, man.
All right.
That was awesome, buddy. That was awesome. A salty pickle. I never heard of that ever in my life, but I like it.
Some achievements will never end up on a report card. What if kids could be their own action figures?
From produce to people, the best things are grown and raised in Georgia. Even in tough times, we come together, work hard, and grow strong. When you purchase Georgia-grown products, you support farmers, families, and this proud state we call home. Together, we will keep Georgia growing.
You're invited to a place that encourages you to get a little out there, where it's impossible to stand on the sidelines, because there are none. A place where you don't get out of your comfort zone. You just make it bigger.
Now it's time for an unexpected adventure. I first met marine biologist Alex Fogg aboard the charter boat Phoenix in Season 2, where the massive amberjack frenzy became too much for one man to handle, so Alex stepped in and helped me out.
Our fish are dancing.
And this time it's me that hopes to help him, in a way, save the Gulf of Mexico.
Lionfish are an invasive species that we have here in the destination. In Destin, where fishing and diving is such an important industry, lionfish are impacting those fish that people are coming here to catch. And if that's happening, we need to do something about it.
And yeah, you're helping the fishermen, but you're also helping these environments.
Absolutely, yeah. So if you remove all the lionfish from a specific site, you actually see a rebound of a lot of the native species that may have impacted. We have a big event that we host here every year called the Emerald Coast Open. We're going to be putting a small model lionfish offshore at one of our public artificial reefs. And if someone finds that during the tournament weekend, they're going to be in for a pretty big check.
Okay, tell me about the spot where we are now.
So the spot that we're at right now is actually a Snorkel Reef that we deployed just about a year ago. They've been out here bringing a whole bunch of life to the area. A lot of people have been visiting them, and there's actually a little surprise that I put down there for you guys.
I have these wonderful hands that I would like to get that statuage that you have down there, but if I get a real lionfish...
You don't want to do that. Lionfish have a number of venomous spines that if you get stung, it is quite painful. It'll bring you to your knees for sure.
But the meat itself is a different story.
Exactly. There is no risk to eating it, and this is an invasive species that tastes extremely good.
Swimming was the fun part. The water felt great. But on this particular day, the vision wasn't as crystal clear as usual. Regardless, the challenge was set and the lionfish had to be found.
It was an experience, you know. Some days are clear, some days are not, but once I went down there, I could see everything.
Yeah, when we first got in the water, I was kind of worried for you. I didn't think you were going to be able to do it.
So there's the modules down there.
The specific site that we were at had 68 of these modules, and what it is a bunch of concrete and limestone discs on a post that's embedded into the seafloor. Those concrete and limestone reef discs act as substrate for reefs to form. When you go in the summertime, you'll see all sorts of juvenile fish, real colorful aquarium fish. It's really a pretty sight.
Well, you were underwater with me. The crew was there. They took a couple dives with me. It's, you know, it's a lot of energy sometimes to get down there.
It is. Specifically where we were, the top of the reef was about 12 feet or so. All the way down to the sand was about 20 feet.
It's got to be quite a feeling for those folks in the tournament when they find this.
Yeah, so this is going to be actually hidden at one of our public artificial reefs. You can get that information online as to where this might be hidden. And if you do find this, it's going to be worth thousands of dollars. It's sponsored by Florida Fish and Wildlife for the Emerald Coast Open Tournament.
All right, folks, well, I found it, but I don't get thousands of dollars.
Not yet.
All right, thank you so much, Alex.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. It was a good time.
Golfing, shucking down our lunch, and hunting an invasive species have made this excursion a memorable one, to say the least. So now, it's reward time. And for that, we step aboard Fifth Day, Captain Brandy Miles' lucky fishing boat in the world's luckiest fishing village. But you see, the beauty of this particular fishing experience is that it's a reward. So we just sit back, relax, and let Captain Brandy and first mate Jake find the fun.
My dad's actually who got me into it. I've been fishing on these waters since I was just out of diapers, I'm sure. But I've been doing it for a job since I was 16. Ran the deck for 7 or 8 years. Got my captain's license and started running boats about 5 years ago.
It is the world's luckiest fishing village.
Yeah, it doesn't get much better than Destin, you know, especially as fishing goes. We can target several different species of fish.
So it's all here.
Yes, it's all here.
So what I'm gonna have you do is send this straight down the bottom, and as soon as this thing hits the bottom, I'm telling you, there's gonna be a fish on.
Okay.
So get ready.
I like
all
that
right?
guarantee.
You feel a little tap, 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 just reel into it, don't set the hook.
Okay, there he is. Yeah.
All right, guys.
The skunk is off.
Here's the elusive gray triggerfish.
Triggerfish, explain.
So the triggerfish has a lock pin right here. That's not gonna go down. Try to push that down. With all your might, try to push that down.
It's not.
It's not.
Yeah.
So it's locked and loaded, ready to go, right?
Yeah.
He's ready for war till you pull the trigger.
You found his weakness. Now look at those teeth.
All right, let's get a close up on those teeth. Very similar to goat teeth. He looks a little undersized, so we're gonna let him go.
You got it.
All right. Lift up, bring him to me. He looks like he might be an eater.
Oh, okay. All right. Triggers are
nice little triggerfish.
Yes. This is off to a good start. Good reward, Brandy.
He's going right to the box. Here, stick that rod tip back in your hip flexor. It might bruise a little bit.
It's all right. It's worth it.
Everybody and their brother is gonna be on board to try to catch these things. Woo! This is a beautiful red snapper. Beautiful fish.
Some achievements will never end up on a report card. What if kids could be their own action figures?
From produce to people, the best things are grown and raised in Georgia. Even in tough times, we come together, work hard, and grow strong. When you purchase Georgia-grown products, you support farmers, families, and this proud state we call home. Together, we will keep Georgia growing.
This is Ted's territory. A place where things are inspired by the big sky spirit. And where you'll know, after your first bite, that it's something you'll find only at Ted's. Ted's Montana Grill.
You're invited to a place that encourages you to get a little out there, where it's impossible to stand on the sidelines, because there are none. A place where you don't get out of your comfort zone. You just make it bigger.
I've had my successes in this Destin excursion, but the crew couldn't let me forget my epic failure when given the chance to play on a pristine golf course. So after my triggerfish warm-up, the crew got their reward, took to the reel, and instantly showed me up.
Woo! Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
See, that's coming home. This is awful. I mean, congratulations.
There it is.
There you go.
Oh, he got something different.
That's a chocolate pogey.
Love me some chocolate pogey.
That is a delicious fish. These fish have beautiful mouths.
Ruby lips.
A ruby lip grunt.
So after the triggerfish and a few other wild and crazy species came aboard,
Sand perch. Beautiful looking fish.
Jake decided to put a whole squid on the end of my line just to see what happened.
I apologize in advance for losing this one.
And that's when I received a brand new challenge during this reward.
Look at it dive. Oh, something big's gonna hit it on the way down. Oh yeah.
Are you gaining on him? No.
I'm not making any progress.
Here, I'm gonna stick this belt around your waist.
Thank you.
Want to stand up real quick?
I can speak from catching different sharks or marlins, things like that, when you're just behind the pole and it's just adrenaline.
A little bit better?
Yeah.
All you can think about is seeing the fish and catching the fish, regardless how your body feels.
Probably got a shark on there.
No, I did not want to quit. My hand was cramping up. And then right when it gets to the boat, it takes off. Oh, good. Oh, he saw the boat again. He doesn't like the boat.
He's probably gonna kick out and do a big circle right here, so just get ready to go any direction he goes, all right? Looks like a dusky.
A dusky?
Dusky ridgeback.
All right. Haven't caught one of those. Oh, yeah. Woo! Dusky shark.
Beautiful fish.
Beautiful fish. Got the hook out. Live to fight another day.
Another unbelievable excursion adventure is in the books, and after a few days enjoying the white sand, green grass, and stunning Gulf water of Destin, Florida, we bid adieu to Captain Brandy, Jake, the crew, and you, at least for now, because this excursion is only half complete. See you next time.